Good afternoon. Can we start with some team news, please? And Eden Hazard and Diego Costa seem to be the two main injured players to ask you about. What's the latest with them?
Costa is okay. He got a contusion on his knee, was not inside the joint, happily. But the day after the game, he was eager to go onto the pitch already. So I was a little bit amazed because he got a strong contusion. But he was recovering very actively, so he is okay. And Remy is joining the group. He trained individually, but the last 2 days he practiced with us, so he will be joining the group.
So Costa's okay to start then, is what you're saying?
I think so.
And you will presumably start him?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Eden Hazard?
Hazard was on the pitch today with the physios and the trainers. He was doing better, but still not available so far.
Is he training on his own, or is he able to do anything with the group at all?
Not with the group, because we had some experience that he had this set back a bit, so we want to have him fit. And what I said before, better a little bit late than 1 hour too early.
In terms of his rehab and getting him back into the first team, that's the fitness side, but in terms of getting him back to his best form, is part of what you face as a challenge with him to actually get him mentally right, to believe that he can get back to the level he was at last year? Because it seems from the outside looking in, it can't be easy to cope with going from getting all 3 awards in this country, scoring 19 goals, being the best player in the Premier League, to a guy who hasn't scored this season. So it's a challenge, a mental one? Yeah,
it's for me about freshness. If the mind is fresh, if players are eager to step up the training ground and enjoy training, that's a signal of freshness. For him it's the same, because he has of course won these trophies, but had this season with some mostly physical problems. And if you see, yesterday was the Ballon d'Or, if you see the freshness of players after having won already, I don't know how many times the Ballon d'Or, and there the freshness, playing like a youngster, is there, and that's what we were aiming with him as well. He has to enjoy it and to get rid of his physical problems, and then automatically he will come into his normal shape of play.
Do you think he needs an arm round him? We refer to it as an arm round him.
I'm not his mother. No, of course they get the proper attention, and it's all individually approached, because one needs a lash, another one needs an arm, so it's rather individual. Another one needs to be pinched a bit, so it's different. But we gave him the time to come back where the level where he can play.
I'm not sure how much you're in the loop on this, but we're reading reports of new contracts potentially for Branislav Ivanovic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Are you aware of that going on in the background?
I'm not aware of that. Of course, I'm aware in the sense that the club is talking, but furthermore, I don't have any announcement to make, because I'm focusing myself just on the technical part for the moment and for the near future.
Are there any dialogues between yourself and the board about what your opinion is in terms of what the squad might or might not need in this transfer window?
We talk, yeah.
And if they were to ask you where you think the squad needs improving, what would you tell them?
That's I think between us, and I don't think it's now the moment to go public. If we have some wishes, or we feel that we have to cover up a position, I think first things has to be done before you go out.
In terms of the transfer window, Arsene Wenger said yesterday he expects it to be possibly the busiest January window ever. In a broader sense, away from specific Chelsea business, people you talk to in the game, are you of the impression that you think this will be a busy January?
So far not, I think. It's maybe the last week, but so far I don't think there has been done a lot of transactions, I think.
But left in January?
They might, clubs might panic at the end, or wait, or for tactics or whatever strategies behind a signing. They might wait until the ultimate hour.
Do you think Chelsea need a striker?
That's the same question that you put now coming through the side door.
Yeah, I've rephrased it so I just try to get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah. My answer was given two questions ago.
And okay, in terms of something easier to talk about the opponents this weekend, in terms of the challenge that you face on the pitch, how do you see this game?
Well, we have made a good sequence now in the previous games. We've got some results, and now it would be very good if we can continue that, because we have a busy schedule now coming up tomorrow, and then the Everton game. If we could cope with that with the good points, then it's rather bright what we did the last weeks. But that's just to say after the Everton game.
Andy.
Petr Cech and also Roy Hodgson were two people that voted for Eden Hazard as part of the Ballon d'Or. I just wondered if from what you've seen of him, you see a player who could one day be in the top three, or was it a one-off, that brilliant season last season that he had?
Yeah, I think for the Ballon d'Or you have to establish yourself in not just in one season, but I think to get this award for more seasons. I think Hazard is capable in the future, but there are now other demands.
Messi won it for the 5th time.
Yeah.
Did he do it in the Premier League, in your opinion, as a coach with many years of experience?
If he would have the success in anywhere, I think he's out of order. The class, and then what I like very much, not now, but he's so eager to play. He's getting angry if they want to rest him. So this is he's playing as if he was playing when he was 15 and taking the ball into the schoolyard and play, and that's what it's all about, I think, in football. And yeah, everyone is saying, I think, the same. But he's so excellent. It's so nice to see. It's so easy. It seems so easy, and that's why it's nice to see.
And Guus, is it possible to get an update, please, on any possibility of Didier Drogba coming back here? Is that something the club are working on?
No, not on this moment. We have issued this last week. We'll leave it as it is now. We have to respect the contract, and we'll see what happens in the further future.
Yes.
Just a quick one, Guus. I know you spoke about it a little bit on Sunday, but obviously a good performance from Ruben in the game against Scunthorpe. How important do you think he's going to be from now until the end of the season?
Well, we have a lot of games to go, and I was happy with his performance. He came in, and as I said before, when I came in the first day, and I have not watched the statistics when they were born, I thought he was 22, 23 already, and he's a big guy. But he said, "Oh, I'm 19. Okay." Which means that he has still a lot to learn, get his experience, but whenever it's possible, he will make his minutes. And I think it's good for him, for the club, to have a homegrown player.
You said he looks older than he is. Does he act? What's he like, his maturity? What have you noticed on the training ground?
Yeah, he acts matured, and that's okay. That's okay.
Matt.
Guus, have you ever been bored in your career watching one of your teams? Have you ever been bored watching one of your teams play?
Pardon, one more.
Have you ever been bored watching one of your teams play?
Bored?
Yeah.
This is in relation to Manchester United.
I know.
Good.
I know.
Good.
That's why I was talking about the board. If I have contact with the board, so that's my bad understanding of English. But we talk about boring, being bored. Was that a statement or a question?
It's a question. Have you ever been bored watching one of your teams play?
No, you cannot play from all the games you play in a season around, I don't know how many, 50. You cannot expect that every game is an exciting game. But all the coaches, I think, they like to see the game playing in an excited way. But that has nothing to do with our team at the moment.
In terms of Chelsea tomorrow and Saturday, you said they're two important games. Have you set any targets in terms of what you want to achieve in those games?
Yeah, we of course, as long as we have the possibility to go to fourth place, we will go for that. Meanwhile, when it's not happening, maybe step by step, also young players get every now and then the chance to participate in the first squad.
It's going to take something like 2.6 points per game, 2.7 points per game to get that fourth place. How much margin for error is there? It seems
That's
very little.
That's huge, huh? That's huge.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, just one.
Yes.
There's been some reports of interest in Kennedy, possible loan move away. Are you able to comment on that at all?
Yeah, we have some youngsters. I happen to know them now better every day, and I have now a good impression of all the guys. And he's one of those young guys who will, at the moment, he will stay until the end of the season, because we might need him, or we might give him the chance to get more experience. He came in last game, and I think he started well with what I like very much, with his penetration. He's able to do so. But then you see every now and then it's up and down, and that's why they need to play. But I think they get a lot of experience on daily basis to practice with the experienced guys. So he, for the moment, he will stay at least until the end of the season, and further on.
Okay, thanks guys. Cameras off then, and we'll go to. Sorry, Simon.
Have you set yourself a points target to get in the top four? Have you sort of for 65 or 69? Have you sort of
No, not specifically, because you know what the average score has to be, and that's very, very difficult. No, I've not, regarding that, not a specific target, and it's also not an issue bringing in youngsters to say, hey, we let it go, because the youngsters, they must try to learn also to work under this pressure. As long as we have theoretically or mathematically the possibility to go into fourth place, I will not hesitate whenever possible to bring in youngsters as well. It's not that we are without chances to go there and then we bring in youngsters. No, if possible. But they must have the basic quality.